All right, guys. Ian Anderson from Such Goes Disc Golf. We were again joined by Nate Sexton.
Hey, everybody.
There he is. We are back at one of your favorite courses, if not your favorite course. We going that far?
Yeah, it might not be the best, greatest golf holes, but when you roll in all the experience I've had there and just all the awesome memories, I would probably put it as my very favorite course in the world.
I love that, man. That's so cool. Well, we got some fun golf here. We're attacking the hill here in part two, and let's watch some disc golf. All right, we are coming into part two, and Scott has started to do some work here, Nate. He's
kind of imposing his will out here, it's not the first time he's done that, believe me. He's a seasoned vet out at this course and a guy who definitely knows how to win.
Yeah, he's a crusher in Oregon, and even when he travels, he plays pretty well. We're on to hole 10, 380. This is a giant hyzer if you got it. It's a lower hyzer if you don't have the big one.
Yeah, there is kind of a up the middle option. I personally have never tried it. Because I just like to throw this big hyzer.
Must be nice.
Yeah, you kind of just crush it up there, and it's a little bit, the higher you throw it, the better chance you have of working left far enough to have a putt.
Uh-huh.
But you kind of throw that shot up there, and you have anywhere between a park job if you really have a good arm, or maybe like a 70-footer if you hit first available tree.
Okay. You can't really count on it, is what you're saying.
No, definitely not. Nobody's just consistently getting this hole because there's just too many branches.
Yeah, it looks like Mike flew through pretty clean.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's short because he went so high with it, and I haven't heard stories of him throwing 600 feet. But to throw that high and still reach it, is a superhuman feat.
Yeah, no doubt. Looks like Dustin hung it out a little wide there.
Roller coming up.
Oh. This is spicy.
Yeah, definitely. This is a newly available play because there used to be some Scotch broom and giant mounds of dirt on that right side that actually made the hyzer a little harder, but the county dug them up and moved them over and actually built a elevated green that we'll see later.
Ah, cool. Lewis with not the best drive, but that's a great upshot.
Yeah. So, this is where Mike, with that extra high shot, he's still coming up, 70 feet short.
Yep, you called it. It's almost like this course pretty well, Nate.
Yeah, I've probably played. I might have played more tournaments at this course than any course.
Oh, funny. Dustin with a look for two, but not that close. Ooh. Top of the basket.
That was close, yeah.
And Scott with another CTP drive and a good look for two.
Yeah, this is to get these two back to back. Oh man,
wow.
Yeah. If he could manage to get those back to back, you're doing some amazing stuff.
Definitely. Almost got it, just a little bit short there, kind of ammed out.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Synchronized parring.
That's risky.
It is. That's bold. Scott cleans up the par after he wanted that birdie. He's getting greedy at this point, which I love.
Yeah, he wants to lay it on for sure. I mean, on still only 3 strokes. I mean, he needs them still.
Yeah, a lot can happen out here at Whistler's to get some crazy stuff going down. Oh man, this whole Nate is it's bananas.
Yeah, this is a very unique hole. I've never seen another one like it. Extremely uphill. The camera cannot really show you how uphill it is.
Yeah.
If you have an incredible power, you can take an anhyzer over the top and reach it. But most everyone with a good roller is going to try a roller if they have any dreams of getting it too.
And it's so hard to turn it over enough on this one because the hill just makes it want to go left.
Yes, it's more right than that. Ideally, if you really wanted to, you should go in between the trees through that 10-foot gap.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah, if you want your roller to really get up there. I mean, the tree on the left is a madrone. The little split tree on the left that he's about to go just around. You'd like to hit within a foot or two of that. So if you just barely miss it, then you have a chance. But see how he's 15 feet left of it?
Yeah.
Not much hope of getting to the basket, landing way over there.
Yes, you see a lot of unintentional cut rollers on this one.
Yeah, because it's so uphill, and they're definitely throwing their flippiest disc, but it's just so uphill that it's hard to get it over.
Yeah, and the closer you get to the basket, the steeper the hill is too.
Yeah.
Oh, that was looking pretty good from Lewis until it hit that tree. And Mike's got some work, Nate.
Yeah, he's effectively, he's over 200 feet of power away from the hole.
Wow.
And that's not great. Now that's going to be a tricky putt because this is a hole where if you hit the cage you could roll. I mean, I've heard horror stories of people rolling all the way back to the tee pad.
Oh my god.
I mean, I've never personally seen that, but I've seen definitely 100-foot rollaways, and that's you can hardly even complain if you hit the cage and it rolls. You can't really be like, what, how? It's like you should have known.
Yeah. You ever notice disc golfers are kind of like poker players, where they don't tell you about your great shots, you just hear about the bad beats.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually make a concerted effort when I play disc golf. When people ask how I play, I try to make sure the first thing out of my mouth is a positive.
Nice, man.
Just to kind of combat that, because it's tempting to be like, I mean, I shot 1040, but I missed a 15-footer, because everyone wants to kind of front and act like they're better than they are.
Yep.
So it's kind of my goal is always to lead with a positive.
I like that, man. That's a good approach.
And then I'll tell you about my bad beats.
Yeah, get to it eventually. You can't leave them out,
Yeah.
That was a good cleanup from Lewis. Mike is going to be taking a bogey. Scott had a look for 2, but came up a little bit short.
Yeah. One time we were playing a B tier here years ago. Dion Arlen and I, lead group.
Uh-huh.
I threw a roller, looped it around the pin, and fell down. He threw an air shot to 10 feet. We both tapped in our 2s and moved on.
Wow. Man.
It was pretty epic.
And a lot of people might not know about Dion, but Dion throws a mile.
Yeah, the Anheuser over the top. I don't have the arm for it.
No.
I throw pretty good. I throw a mean disc, but I can't throw it like that.
Yeah, pretty unreal. Hole 12 are going uphill again, Nate.
Yeah, this is the old tee pad for Top of the World, and they just kind of decided to play off it backwards because it's pretty hard to wheelbarrow concrete up a giant mountain. So they've repurposed it and made it kind of a fun little uphill turnover or uphill forehand shot. Mm-hmm. Not a very far hole, but it's tough because that same idea you were talking about, the high floor, low ceiling issue.
Yeah, exactly. That's one bench you don't want to sit on when your card mates are throwing.
No. This is a really good spot to spot some western fence lizards.
Oh, yeah?
They're always all over this tee. I always see them here.
Huh. Pretty good from Dustin, maybe a little bit short left.
Yeah, ought to be pretty good.
Lewis?
Under. Yeah, that's good.
Nice. Hopefully Mike can keep pace. Ooh.
I had a pretty good idea the other day.
Uh-huh.
Just thinking about, how all dynamic discs, all their discs are like legal system naming, So I thought they need to make a new bag and call it the courtroom.
Oh, dude.
And then you'd be like, dude, the judge and the warden are sitting up top. We got all the criminals down here.
Uh-huh. Or you could have
tough little role play.
The prison would work too,
Yeah, that'd be fine. But yeah, the bag, I just think.
The courtroom?
The courtroom is perfect. All that cast of characters in there.
Uh-huh. I like that one a
lot.
Oh, Dustin. Oh, he's just off today.
Yeah, there's been too many missed putts to slow down this man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't miss those when you're playing with Scott when he's on fire like this.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for these guys because they're going to have to take advantage of those opportunities because he's going to just keep birdieing. So
yeah,
either get on the train or get out of the way.
Uh-huh. I thought we were going to see more birdies than just Scott on this hole, but
there should have been. I mean, both those guys had very makeable putts. Just kind of either whatever. It could be a little windy, could be a little mental lapse. Sometimes you have those days, but I still expect these guys to turn it on.
Yeah, they might be winded from walking up that hill too.
They definitely are. I'm going to go ahead and say.
No joke on that one.
We as disc golfers, we don't do enough cardio to be immune to that hill.
Yep. Everyone's in good cardio shape after Masters Cup, and then it kind of fades.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
This course is De La's equal for sure.
It definitely
in terms
definitely
of
is.
walking.
Yeah. Hole 13, 230. I haven't seen this one before, Nate. It's interesting.
It's treacherous, man. It's downhill. Oh, it's not quite what he wanted. You want to throw a little bit of a flex.
Okay.
I mean, that's going to be okay, but he didn't get any Anheuser on it, and it didn't roll. See, so there's OB left of the basket, and It's very common for discs to roll down there, so that's why he was pretty excited to see that disc just sit down.
Yeah, it seems like if you don't hit something, you're going to funnel down there just pretty naturally.
Yeah, that's why I like the forehand. He got the Anheuser, but kind of missed the line.
Yep. Need a mix between
This is
those
the
two
other.
shots.
This is the other option. Heiser with a putter, kind of an understable putter.
Huh.
Didn't get the Heiser part, but he'll get a decent kick. Never mind.
Oh man. Wow.
I don't think that's going to go OB, but it would have to be a little bit farther up by the basket, and then it's almost certainly OB, but I think he'll be okay there.
Yeah, it looked like he nestled in there, so in some branches I saw.
That's more like it.
Ooh, sit. Oh.
Whoa. Oh, safe. Barely.
That's the OB line, like right there, right?
Right down there, yeah.
Wow. Dustin Keegan with a little forehand Annie up right here. Speaking
This
of
is a
poker.
tough shot.
Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. Get.
Good skip. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that'll play.
Pretty good shot from there. I bet he's happy with that.
And Lewis has a look, but not the cleanest.
And you can kind of sense how sloped this green is from this angle.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty downhill putt here.
Well, this is scary.
Yeah, you do not want to rim off on this putt because he's heading right at the OB. Ooh, fancy.
That was weird, but it went in.
Yeah, very top link.
Yeah.
Just shot down. He's got to be happy with that. That's great.
Wow. Oh, Mike needed
Not
that
quite
birdie.
connecting.
Yeah. Dustin gonna try and save his par. Well done.
There you go.
And Lewis about to do the same. But that's another stroke on the card for Scott.
Yeah, it feels like 3 or 4 out of the last 5 holes.
Yeah. He needs some kind of moniker for his beast mode. I don't know what we're gonna call it, but whatever it is, it's activated right now.
I'll think on it.
Yeah. You're the Whittier one. You'll figure it out. Good 11 down. Just all of a sudden, 6 strokes in the lead, just like that.
Yeah.
Too crazy. Hole 14, 300. Interesting line here.
Yeah, just a gentle hyzer is the best shot. You can kind of mix it up with a forehand if you're feeling frisky. Sometimes I'll do that.
Uh-huh.
But the real best shot is a backhand with just either like a fairway or even just power up a little bit on a mid-range.
Sure.
That's fine. Like that kicked to the right, but I think he's still going to be in the circle.
Yeah, look pin high by the time he hit a tree.
Yeah.
Dustin gonna try and follow that line. It was pretty pure.
Oh, that's a good kick.
That was, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's kind of heading downhill there.
Is there OB off to the left, or am I imagining that?
I mean, there's a cliff eventually.
Okay.
It's a little bit hard to reach, but I don't know if they paint it. They probably do. The river is now on their left. If you get the chance, look up Whistler's Bend Park like on Google Maps, and
Yeah.
you can kind of understand. The river literally just goes around the entire park.
Yeah, I mean the name makes all kinds of sense once you look at the overhead
Yes.
shot. Yeah,
That looked like a good shot.
it did. Yeah. Hopefully he hung on pretty good. I hear
You can see the river down there through the trees on
Oh.
Dustin's left, but it's probably a good 70 feet below where these guys are. It's a pretty big drop off down to it.
Wow.
No.
He just can't catch a break right now.
Yeah.
That looked great. Just denied. Scott made that one go in last hole.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Maybe it was because he's putting downhill.
Oh, true, huh?
Oh, but what goes around comes around. He can't
Yep.
quite.
Huh.
That was a nasty one too.
It was.
He deserved that one more than he deserved the last one.
Very, very true. Yeah, that was like a pro side spit through. Lewis.
Nice putt.
Yeah, nice birdie right there. Mike misses his birdie. Going to take another par. And Dustin up that little roll back.
Good putt.
Yep. Cleans up his par. Mike cleans up the par as well.
Doing some research into how that could possibly have happened.
Exactly.
I know the feeling.
Oh, disc golf. It fixes the chains. It was the chains.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yep. It's a rare hole where Scott didn't get the best score. It was Lewis this time.
Nice, Lewis.
Yep, still getting into within 6. And hole 15, there's some really interesting options on this one, Nate.
Yeah, this is a really, really slanted green. I know I've been saying that a lot, but you can take either one of these gaps. You can play this hyzer shot with the putter and try to kind of work with the hill and slide down to the basket.
Uh-huh.
The problem there is if you throw too high, you're going to just float all the way down the hill.
Yeah.
Or you can play the forehand and hit into the hill. The problem there is you're kind of like working against it, and you have a decent chance of just popping over and rolling back down.
Yeah, no doubt. It looked good from Lewis, though, right? I mean, a little high, but
Yeah, I think it was good. I actually think he's going to be above the basket still. I
Cool.
don't think it moved down the hill enough.
Yeah. It's a better
That
miss
has a
to miss
chance
right
too.
than left on the backhand line.
Yeah, and this hole actually, if you any of you guys ever get out there to play Whistler's Bend, you can see that this tee pad hasn't even been poured yet at the time they're playing this.
Oh, you're right.
But there's a pro tee here, so don't just go across the road and go to this tee. Make sure you look for the little path up the hill because it's the most beautiful view in the entire park,
No way.
and it's it's almost another top of the world
Cool.
down into this green. Probably every bit of 500 to 550 feet. If you throw a backhand and it hyzers out, don't bother looking for it. You just lost a disc. My stepmom actually named it. Ooh, there we go.
Wow, Dustin getting it
Huge
going.
putt.
Yeah.
I knew he would do that eventually.
Yeah, he's too good not to have.
But yeah, my stepmom actually named it the edge of the world because it's such a left slant to the entire hole.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's a pretty good name. Now Whistler has the edge of the world and the top of the world.
I dig it, man. That's awesome. That was another good putt. Here's Lewis.
Yeah, so he did stay just a little above the basket. Kind of a death putt here. Nails it.
Banged it. And Scott makes his. Star frame coming in?
Did Mike hit his too?
I feel like he did, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Not an easy hole.
That's pretty rare, honestly. I mean, the hole is short, but the green is. It's like, I mean, it's what happens to Dustin happens at least once, but it's not often the guy actually steps up and hits that 50-foot putt back uphill.
Yeah, true story.
So it's a hard hole to start from because somebody's going to get kind of a funky roll down there almost every time.
Yeah. A hole 16, we're going way uphill, Nate.
Yeah, this one plays pretty long. You can either kind of go backhand hyzer or forehand slight high. I mean, neither one's really a hyzer. It's like a flat to fade. Either side of this double tree here in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So that was too high and a little too right. I think he got caught up in the right side.
Yeah, you were telling me you prefer the forehand on this one?
Yeah, as I often do, I play the forehand here. The hill slopes pretty hard to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to find out just how hard it slopes. Look at this.
Oh, goodbye.
Yeah, so I like the forehand because I can play into the hill.
Mm-hmm. And if you have both tools in your bag, the forehand seems like the tool you're pulling out.
Yeah, and it's probably my favorite tool, so I use it a lot.
Nice. Because
That's a little bit right.
Yeah, that won't happen if you throw a forehand. Mike looking to correct off Dustin. And
Wow, these guys got a lot of... maybe Scotty scared them by going down that hill.
I wonder,
They all caught a lot of stuff on the right.
did. And Dustin's going to try and get out of trouble here. Get up the hill for his par.
It's kind of tough because it's kind of over the ridge, so that it's always kind of blind. Now you can finally see it. Wow, going for it.
He was trying to throw it in, wasn't he? Maybe unintentionally. Mike with a nice harp upshot, channeling his inner Rick.
Nice.
And
Oh, Scotty's like, hey guys.
remember me? I was in
Look
the
at
car.
Scotty. Scotty's so far away, he's got to X-step this upshot.
That is amazing. Ooh, a little long. Left himself a scary
good throw.
putt. Yeah.
Good throw. He's probably only like 150 feet away, but he's like 40 feet below the basket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some serious elevation there. Look at this view. Unreal.
Yeah.
The river, the mountains. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's great. Oh,
Maybe Scott
did
was
it roll?
I don't,
He's talking to it like it rolled.
Yeah, hopefully not. That grass doesn't look super roll friendly.
Not too far. It looks like they mowed kind of the 10-meter circle, but then
Yeah.
eventually you're going to get that longer stuff.
Yeah, there you go. And Dustin gonna try and clean up the par. It's a pretty good par save after that drive.
Yeah, it was.
Scott gonna clean up a bogey most likely. Yep.
Good save. I mean, considering the roll.
Yeah.
And with all that hill walking, at least he finally hit the putt.
Yeah. And his cardio is just a little bit better now.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother and I will often, if we have a little extra day or something, we go up to the town of Glide about, I don't know, a couple miles up the river.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll either kayak back or we even floated back on my bachelor party. It was probably a good 3-hour trip.
Fun, man.
And then you end up at the park.
That's so cool.
Oh, here we are. Top of the world.
Love it.
So that tiny shadow down there, that's the basket. This hole has been aced.
Wow.
So get that through your head.
Feels like it would just like knock the basket out of the concrete.
I know.
Right?
I know.
So this looks good, Nate, but oh
Yeah, I mean that's good,
yeah, it's
but
good.
it's not a birdie. But yeah, you often think, oh, it might be parked, but the trick is you got to watch you see the shadow of the disc, and you got to kind of watch them converge, and that's
Uh-huh.
how you know where it's going to land. Because it's
Oh,
really hard to predict. Like you think, oh, that's perfect, but it's still so high above the basket, you can't tell.
yeah, sure.
See if we get a look at it this time. You'll see the shadow come up to it. Where are we? Yeah,
Oh,
well,
oh,
it was short the whole time, so
yeah,
you
it's
could
too
never
short.
really tell.
Yeah, you can see it at the end
But
on Lewis's shot.
yeah, I always kind of judge where it's actually going to land by kind of just tracking where the shadow is and where the disc is, and then you can kind of get a sense of whether it's a good shot or not.
Hmm. Like Mike fooled Alex.
Oh, he did. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, there he goes.
oh, I've actually caught it.
So that's still probably 50 feet, not much chance of a birdie there. It kind of perched. It goes way downhill, and then at the end it goes uphill again. So the putt is still kind of scary because you're kind of on a little ridge.
Scott turned over that FD3 pretty well.
Did it stay right?
I think it came back. It's an FD3, right? It should come back.
As long as he doesn't clear that path or that road, he's all right. Not OB.
Yeah, I think he's down there somewhere. And here's a cameraman,
Oh, the cameraman.
Alex Olguin, throwing a disc he has never thrown before on an 800-foot hole. Should be easy, right?
Looks like he may have nailed this.
Alex,
Oh, he did. This is going to be really good.
wow.
Oh, you just showed them all up.
Camera guy showed up the open league card.
Yeah, wow. That's probably only 15 feet. That's a phenomenal shot.
That was fantastic. Way to go, Alex.
Scotty was inbound, so that's good.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those holes where if you make the hike, you got to throw at least one, right?
Yeah, and if any of you guys, anybody who's ever goes to this course, I mean, if you have 20 discs in your bag, good luck throwing less than 20. When you get up there, you're going to throw them all. I mean, you can hardly help it.
Oh man, you could spray them so far and wide too in this hole.
Yeah, it takes probably half hour to get them all,
Yeah.
but it's worth it.
Yeah, I've seen them down in the campgrounds off to the left before.
Definitely.
They go everywhere. It looks like a bunch of parlay ups so far. It looks like Mike's
It's
gonna.
kind of all you can do there.
Yeah, Mike did the same as well. A bunch of par drop-ins. No shame in a par. A birdie's a bonus, right?
Yeah, you got to throw a really good drive. It's a fun one to get, though.
Oh yeah, that's one you call your mom about.
Yeah,
Mom.
and it used to be that the extremely uphill hole that we had near the beginning of this video, that used to be 13, and then this was 14. So you were a legend if you could get the up and the down.
Oh, nice.
In the same round.
Oh man, that would be amazing. Oh,
wow, nice gopher snake.
that is a big old gopher snake. Hopefully PETA is not watching. No snakes were harmed.
Yeah, I don't think he's okay.
Yeah, he's a little
We're just
angry.
gonna let him go. Little kind of flung him, but he's okay. He's getting on with his day.
Yeah, he's gonna go find some gophers. Scott holding on to a 5-stroke lead, and it's gonna take us to hole 18. A little kind of a mini top of the world shot, Nate.
Yeah, it's definitely downhill, and again, just that prevailing slope to the left. I feel like it really comes into play here. It's so hard to not get your disc to just skip really far left,
Yeah.
especially because it tempts you into throwing high speed.
Mm-hmm. And get that
Looks like
big
he
edge.
went pretty flippy here, so he's going to be all right. Not near the basket, but not a disaster.
Yeah, that's a beat Star Destroyer.
Definitely.
Looks like dust. It looks like a Thunderbird.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Nice straight disc.
Yeah.
But this is going to go way left.
Yep. It's such a touchy shot.
Yeah. And that'll often skip pretty big too. You can find yourself pretty far down there.
Mike throwing the T-Rex, which you don't see a
Oh man.
bomb
I
too
used
often.
to throw T-Rexes all the time.
What do they fly like?
I mean they were like they came out after the Orc, so they're like a little more overstable than an Orc. It's kind of like a destroyer, like a baby destroyer.
Okay.
It's like a speed 11 maybe. I mean, I haven't thrown one for years, but they used to be the disc.
Ah, cool. This looks pretty tasty, Nate.
Yeah, this is perfect because he can expect a little bit of skip. Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
Wow, looks like maybe like 10 feet long or something like that. That was really well done.
Yeah, mostly just barely right. I think really, really good.
It doesn't look like he skipped too far.
Actually, he's not in that bad of a spot.
Yeah. He gave it a half go. Lewis from pin high right.
This will probably just be a layup unless he's really feeling wild.
Yep, that's a layup. Oh.
He'll be fine, I think.
Yeah. Mike, he's got to look for 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
It looked like it didn't take too fast of a skip.
Yeah.
And if those of you paying attention may have noticed, we've switched to Innova disc catchers.
Ooh, upgrade.
So this course, they're slowly raising the money. The old baskets were the original 18, as I mentioned earlier in the first video. This course is expanded to 27. And I believe the plan is to eventually go all disc catchers, so maybe we won't see so many weird spit throughs.
Nice, man. I love disc catchers. Just
Me too.
they're the standard.
Yeah.
Good putt from Lewis Scott as well. Should be carding a 2 right here. What a drive, Nate.
That's a great two. He's got a couple nice bonus twos so far this round.
He does, doesn't he?
And Whistler's has more than most courses where there's probably at least like 7, 8, 9 holes where it's like you can to it, but you probably won't.
Yeah.
But it's fun for tournaments because it really lets you. If you're hitting them, you're separating. It's never going to be star frame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Alex going to make good here.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Oh no,
Alex. Look at Lewis and Scott.
Oh, he gets a second try.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
maybe. All right, you got to make the third one, right?
This is third try.
Yeah, third try. At least he's consistent. He had the same spot all 3 times.
Yeah. He's probably saying, "Well, I guess I'm not ready for the pros."
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that made my day. I love Alex, man. Oh, he's great. Should have quit with the drive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Everyone would assume it's a birdie.
Yeah, could have been legendary, but now we know what happens.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That is all we got for part 2. Nate, thanks for joining me, man. It was so much fun having you on.
Thanks, man.
Cool. All right, everybody. We will catch you for the exciting finish in part 3. Thanks for watching.